some of those densities are as high as 18 to 20 to 1. So you can do the math here. And if this, if the present owners of the Dixie Dale Farms, if they didn't care as much as they do, I think, about Chatham Township, it would have been very easy for them to walk away, call up the nearest developer and say, you know what, we're leaving town, have at it. And we could be having a much bigger, louder conversation than we're having right now. And that's the reality of the fact that we live in New Jersey. Unfortunately, there are forces that are trying to turn the Garden State into the Garden Apartment State. And, you know, for a variety of reasons, some good, some bad, it's not always well thought out, and it's a broad blanket. But as Frank said, and a lot of you have discussed tonight, you're concerned with the density, but the density could be dramatically different. And beyond that, as the developers and the planner have said, you know, they have worked closely with the town to get to this point, and it's taken a while, sometimes at a great frustration. You know, once you make the emotional decision to sell your home, right, leave town, it's an emotional decision. And when you decide to go, well, at that point, you want to go. You want your house to sell, and you want to be done with it. And, you know, for those of us who have friends who have left, gee, I don't understand why my house isn't selling. It's been on the market for all of 6 days. And, you know, that's kind of the approach that a lot of people have here in the Chathams. And I think it's wonderful. I think it says a lot about the town. But I think the owners of the property and the developer have worked very closely with us. They didn't have to go out of their way to save the mansion. But after dialogue and conversation of both the people, and someone mentioned it here tonight, walking by Hillside Road, looking down Hillside, and also looking up from River Road condos, it's a nice view. They went out of their way to say, okay, we'll preserve it. There's a cost to all that. There's a cost to that. So, you know, they have been, I think, working with us. We've been trying to do what is right by you all, by the town. Obviously, we live here. We're concerned with the impacts on the schools. When we said it before, we're going off of what we know. And what we know is Rose Valley and some other developments have not put an impact on the school. Does it mean this one's going to be the same? No, maybe, maybe not, but we have a pretty good indication of what it should be. So, with that, I think, you know, it just gives you some other, you know, something else to think about in the context of what it could have been.